Reaction pouring in tonight after Mayor Bloomberg unveils specific details of his Doomsday plan to lay off thousands of New York City teachers, including which schools will be impacted. Eyewitness News political reporter Dave Evans has more from Washington Heights on the union response, and we also hear from teachers who could lose their jobs. Dave?
Well, Dinah, this is the list that the Department of Education released late yesterday. It is all 1,600 New York City schools and how many teachers at each school would be laid off. Now, in this building, there are actually 3 schools. We visited one of those late today. That would be the Washington Heights Expeditionary Learning School. Currently, they have 38 teachers. Under this plan, 3 of the 38 would be laid off.
Tom Rockowitz, a history teacher, has only worked at this school since last September. And in the union rule of last in, first out, he faces a good chance at being laid off.
I want to teach for several more years. I want to get into school leadership. However, it's hard to plan to do those things if I'm uncertain whether I'm going to have a job each year.
The mayor's pushing ahead on his layoff plan of almost 5,000 teachers. 15% of all art, music, and gym teachers would go. The cut includes 6% of English teachers and 3% of all math teachers citywide.
We've got to give teachers who are going to get laid off or might get laid off the courtesy of telling them who they are. And if they have to make other plans, shame on us. If we then find the money, they won't be available.
The mayor says he might change things if Albany comes up with more money or agrees to change the rules on who's laid off first. A lot of teachers think the mayor's bluffing.
If the mayor is trying to cause fear amongst parents, then that is irresponsible, and I say shame on him and knock it off.
This morning, the teachers union claimed there's plenty of money, but the mayor's pushing hard just so he can change that rule of last in, first out.
I personally believe that this is fear-mongering on the mayor's behalf. So I believe in the power of the union, and I think that we're going to ultimately be protected.
Albany may give Bloomberg some of what he's demanding, but he faces a tough fight in the Assembly.
There are many people who believe that mayoral control of the education system has gotten out of control and needs to be reined in. So the mayor will confront a difficult climate when asking for additional authority in the area of education.
Well, the mayor may be in Albany tomorrow negotiating and lobbying on this matter. Now, under his plan, only 3 types of teachers would be spared in these layoffs. It includes those who teach special education, English as a second language, and also speech improvement, because those kinds of teachers are harder to find. Reporting live now in Washington Heights, Dave Evans, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.